Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to another episode of my Arsenal career mode. I know it's been a couple of days, but I've got to get the gameplay together and I haven't been playing much career mode recently, which is a bit bad from me, because I really like a career mode, and I've been playing it quite a bit recently, but just over the last couple of days, I haven't really been touching it too much. So, as we prepare here, we've got some pretty big games coming up in this episode. Like last episode, it's going to be quite action-packed, and we've got 3 games. And our first game is against Sunderland in the league, and then we've got a match against Spurs, who are second in the table at the moment. I'll show you the league table when we get onto the gameplay, as I decide to just look at it to see where we are. And I can tell you that we're 1 point ahead of Spurs, and with 2 games in hand, which means we're in quite a good position. But we do have quite a few tough games coming up. I've got games against mid-table finishing teams. Well, we should be, really, with their stats in FIFA. However, they didn't really finish that well. I mean, Stoke did. I'm playing them last in this episode, but Sunderland, they went down a bit in the table. They nearly got relegated, but they decided to stay up instead. They kind of did pick it up towards the end of the season, and they have got quite a few, 2 players injured, who then decided not to play. And also, as you can see there at the top of the table, and I've still got Sola injured. He should be returning in the next couple of games. I think it should be in a couple of 5 games. I think he should be back in time for. So we'll have to start using him again. But while he's been out, Adrian's had quite a bit of game time, and he's really improved as a player overall. Another thing which I must say is Lewandowski. He didn't start off too well with his Arsenal career, but he has started to really grow as a player, and I must admit I quite like using him. And what a goal there from Cavani, just dipping it straight over the keeper with the volley. And I must say, he has really improved. He's probably the most improved player. He's probably one of the best signings I've got as well. He's a really big star and he's lived up to it. Lewandowski still got a bit of work to do, but I think he will eventually live up to it. And that moves me on to our next topic, which is I'm thinking of doing some awards at the end of the season, for best player and best youth player and best goal and things like that. So if you've got any award areas you want me to give out to, best player or something like that, or you've got any nominations you think, I don't know, let's say Podolski's goal from episode 6, I don't even know if he scored a goal in episode 6, just leave it in the comment section below of any video, and maybe leave it on the video that you're referring to, Podolski's goal, I don't know, 6 minutes or something like that. Leave it in there, and then I'll go back and I'll look at it and see and compare it to other entries, and then I might put it as runner-up or might put it as winner. So if you do want me to do an awards ceremony at the end, then I will do, at the end of the season anyway, and then I'll probably go on to the next season and then do the same at the end of the next season. So it'll kind of go on a bit like that until we get to FIFA 14, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing with FIFA 14, as supposedly there's all these things floating around with Xbox and Xbox One and EA signing deals with Xbox, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing with FIFA 14 yet, but between that time of the PS3 and the PS4 coming out, I'm probably going to be playing quite a bit of Battlefield. So anyway, we're going into a game against Spurs now, and I will say they've got quite a few injured players, and Vertonghen has got a red card, which is good for me, as Vertonghen is a very good centre back, and also Lennon, he's injured. I think he was injured there, so that means a bit less pace on the wings. But that didn't stop the key man at Tottenham. You probably all know who's going to score first, and that is Gareth Bale. Just chips it lovely over Chesney there. I thought I was going to get to it, but it seemed to spin away from my centre back, and he gets a nice chip over the keeper. And he's just an absolute beast at doing that. I don't know what it is. He just kept on going forward there and got himself into a really good position. But a bit of nice build-up play here from Tottenham. They're building up from the back, as you can see, using the defenders. Their left backs pushing up a bit there. We're trying to get the ball off them, but we don't seem to be that successful. But we managed to get the ball back here, and we decided to hit on the break. It's 1-on-1 here, and Cavani was absolutely amazing pace, goes straight past the defender and slots it underneath Laurie, and that brings us back to 1-1, which is really good. Spurs are second in the table, so we want to be beating them gain a massive lead over him. And then again we get it straight through to Cavani, and Cavani tries to put it past William Gallas. He would have scored, but unfortunately Gallas decides to take him down in the penalty box. Thank you, Gallas, for doing that. I know he used to play for Arsenal, but thank you for repaying my favour. And we decide to put the man Podolski on the ball with his amazing penalties, and you know where he's going to go. It's going to go into the back of the net, and Laurie isn't going to save that even if he went that way. It would have probably taken his hand off, it was that powerful. But anyway, we get the ball again. Adrian, who's been playing really well, as I've said quite a bit in the recent episodes, passes it through to Muriel. Gallas can't get it away in time. Muriel just nicks it off his foot and puts it into the back of the goal to make it 3-1, which practically seals the game and the deal for us at the top of the table, and it makes it starts to open the gap really for us. And here Spurs have practically given up. They'll try to attack as much as possible, and that just leaves it open for Podolski to score and just humiliate Spurs a bit more there. But Spurs being Spurs, they wanted to have the last say, and we got a nice tackle in there, but there was a bit of nice play here, leaving Dembele open, and he manages to find Scott Parker, who just slots it around Chesney, and we weren't really expecting to save that, as it was towards the end of the game, and Chesney, he seems to switch off towards the end of games. I don't know what it is. Not in real life, he doesn't seem to be doing it, but in this game, just keepers seem to switch off at the 45th minute and 90th minute. People call it scripting, I call it dopiness, because my keeper's just getting tired for some reason, even though he's not doing anything except from standing in the middle of a goal. So anyway, we are preparing here for our Stoke match. It took me quite a bit to prepare for this match, as we were still having players who were recovering from playing against Sunderland, as our calendar at the moment is quite hectic, and I'm gonna have to do something about that in the upcoming episodes, as I can't be playing players on orange fitness, because that'll just really annoy me, because I'll be having to make about 8 substitutions, or all of them will be injured, and I don't want any injuries, as Cazorla, he got himself injured, and we were in a bit of a pickle when he got himself injured, as the fitness of all the other players has been going down, because we've had one less player to work with. But hopefully when Santi Cazorla does come back, we'll have a bit less injury problems. And also, I'm thinking of maybe calling one of my players back from loan, maybe Mayachi or someone like that. Just a bit of injection on the wings, so I can put maybe Walcott or Oxlade-Chamberlain as a cam. But an absolutely amazing goal there from Asamoah. That's probably my goal of the season so far. An absolutely brilliant first time shot. Slots it straight across the keeper, goes straight across the goal face and into the top corner. You can't ask for a better shot than that. Lewandowski loses it, and from the edge of the box, Asamoah just blasts it straight into the corner. So obviously remember, if you want to guys, remember about that little competition between my players. So if you've got any recommendations, then leave it down in the comment section below. But that practically seals the game for us there into the second half, and we take the ball off Stoke with that brilliant tackle there. We counter, and there's only one thing which is going to happen, and you know what's going to happen. Cavani's through on goal and he'll score. So anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, also subscribe for more FIFA and Battlefield related videos, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.